Well, happy afternoon. I thought I would shoot this video and vent a little bit because that's what I'm going to do. So thank you for joining My Life with Kidney Disease. One of the things that we do often when you're on kidney disease, when you're on dialysis, I should say, is keeping busy. You got to keep busy. You got to be doing stuff that you enjoy, that your body can handle. Typically we're very tired. So one of the things I do, one of the many things I do, is diamond art. And I have shared and shown you pictures of projects I've completed and so forth. And I'm not the flowery girly type. I like more of the goth skull pictures. Like I just completed a 3-part set of baby dragons. But I do other things, like I made my mom, I think it was hummingbirds, and my dad's into like hunting, and there's a beautiful picture of an elk near a lake, so I made him that. So I'm not opposed to other things, but for my specific art that I keep here, then I definitely have more of a gothic-y look. So I do shop. Even though diamond art is not extremely expensive, although depending on the style and the uniqueness of it is what I'm discovering. Like the more unique it is, the pricier it gets. So the fact that pretty much anybody who's living on dialysis is usually on disability. And so, we have to watch how much money we spend. So it's just my little thing I do, and I keep busy with it. There we go. So I do end up looking at the diamond art clearance section on Amazon because sometimes I can get some really cool pieces for just a couple bucks. I don't think I've really spent more than $10 on a certain piece. And even though that's not expensive, like if you think, okay, I'll spend $10 on a piece, then sometimes it's pricey to frame it, which is what I discovered. I found a piece that I think was $8, but the frame itself, the cheapest I could find, was $18. So that ended up being a bit pricier than what I had initially thought of. I do try to buy a lot of the frames actually from Walmart, so it's more inexpensive on Walmart than it is on Amazon. So yeah, I don't know, depending on your budget and what you want to do, that's just kind of what I do. I also do crochet because, in a sense, crochet is pretty cheap. But again, if you get more of the quality yarns, then it's going to be pricier. And the bigger your project is, the more yarn you need. So anyhow, those are things that I do to keep busy. I also do video editing and many other things, but those are my two go-to when I'm just feeling either overwhelmed or just too tired to do anything else. But let me tell you, this is why I wanted to vent today, because the last 2 orders I've gotten on diamond art, now typically diamond art pictures are going to be bigger than 8 by 10. Normally they're like 11 by 17, if not bigger or more square. I have gotten quite a few pieces that were the shape and size of a record. So you have to understand that they are a little bit bigger than just a regular picture. So they should be shipped that way, right? Well, the last picture I got, I was highly disappointed because it was shoved into a very small envelope thing with no support. And I'm currently now, I think this is probably like maybe the 2nd or 3rd week, but I have some very heavy books laying on top of it to try to smooth it out because it's wrinkled. Unfortunately, fortunately, it's a heart, like a human heart picture, which I love to do. But unfortunately, it's the last one that they had. So I'm happy to know that I got it, but it sucks that it came so wrinkled. But I figured, I mean, it is what it is. Sometimes things just show up and you're just grateful they showed up. So I can't really return it because I want it. And it's just disappointing. Okay. So anyways, the other day I think I shared that Smokey's hips or his joints are kind of stiff. So I went ahead and got him some vitamins. So that was delivered today, which was great. And also I got delivered a box it's a diamond art container box, because at the end of your diamond art project, you normally have sometimes few, but several diamond dots left over. And so I'm going to use them for other projects. So I've been collecting them, and that's a little bit of a job after I'm done creating the picture, because I have to, they're like little containers. So I have to, cut my little diamond art bag open enough and pour them into the plastic container and then put them in this larger container. But the thing is that, like if I did a diamond art project last week, maybe those blues are the same blues that I already have. So I have to look for the blue that I already have to see. That way I'm not having like 5 different of the same blue containers. Does that make sense? Like I want to combine them so that it's space saving, right? And it's crazy. Like you think, okay, it's just blue. No, there's so many shades of blue. And then is it blue green? Is it turquoise? Is it aqua? I mean, this just becomes chaos after a while, but I've been faithfully doing this. And I'm excited to show you what I'm going to do with the extra diamond dots, because I think that'll be fun once I get to that point. But I realized I had to order another one of the containers because I'm already ran out of room. Now I already have 4, so this is my 5th one. And I imagine I'll just continue buying several, because when you think of all the colors of the rainbow, even just the primary colors, there's what, 7, 6? I don't even know. And so think of all the shades that could possibly exist. And then sometimes, and I was gifted a very cool diamond art project from my daughter that had glittery diamond arts and larger dots, which were like pearl looking and like sparkly diamond looking and stuff like that. And so it's like, now I need a container for those, so I mean, it's just chaos. It's quite the art, I would say. Some people I know just throw the dots away though, so I'm just keeping them because I think I can create some really cool jewelry, possibly earrings, with using these diamond arts dots. I think they call them drills. But nonetheless, today I got a notification that 3 of my things came. 1 was a diamond art container. That's good. And 2 was Smokey's vitamins. And then the 3rd one was my diamond art kit that I wanted to get. And let me show you how it came. Now, granted, the dog vitamins came in a completely different package. In fact, it was in a different packaging instead of like a box. And I'm assuming it's because it has a vitamin substance to it, like omegas. I don't know. It actually smelled good when I opened the container to give him a couple. So I don't know if they have to keep it separate because of that. But nonetheless, I'm glad. But anyways, here's the box that they sent me. It's very little. See? Pretty little. Pretty little. And here is the picture that was literally shoved inside. Now, I've kind of flattened it a little bit, but you can still see, maybe. See that? Look at that. That is ridiculous. I mean, I only paid like $5 for this, but still. So I ended up calling Verizon, good Lord. I ended up calling Amazon because I was like, this is crap. Like, maybe it's not expensive, but do you know that whoever is packaging this stuff is being real lazy? Because this is ridiculous. And I have Amazon Prime, which means I pay a membership fee every month on disability and my super tight budget to get my items shipped to me correctly. And that is just pure laziness. So anyways, I told him, I said, I wish there was a way for me to take a picture and send it to you because this is awful. And he's like, there is. I'll send you a link. So he sends me a link. I take 2 pictures. I send it to him and he's like, oh my gosh, you are so correct. I don't know why they would package it this way. It should have been in its own envelope, which is so true. So anyways, he gave me $10 of credit to use for whatever I want, which is probably basically an even exchange for this piece. I think I'll open it and let it too sit under a pile of books to see if it'll flatten itself out. What happens when they're like wrinkled or wavy or whatever is that if a diamond art piece has to sit on that, it may not want to stay stuck down. So that's the issue. You can buy glues, but who wants to do that? I mean, it's just chaos if you have to do all this extra stuff for a $5 picture. So I'm going to try to do what I can for that. But I am glad that I called because I'm just that person. Like, I will do reviews and I will call because it's like, I don't want to just be throwing money away for somebody to just be lazy like this. It's ridiculous. So I did tell him that my last picture was definitely not as damaged, but definitely damaged. And so he said that he was going to report it and make sure that those situations were taken under supervisor whatever. So I feel slightly bad because I don't like to get people in trouble, but at the same time I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like, if it was a towel and it was just thrown in, that's not a big deal because a towel doesn't need to stay in a form, but this is different. So anyways, super frustrated about that. But I do, let me show you my container. So see, it's like this, and then it has all these little containers within it that you can pull out and have their own little lid. And then that way, when I'm done with my little diamond dots, then I just put them in here and then I have them. And I'll have to start working on the extra stuff I'm doing with them. We'll see what happens. And there have been a couple times where I've been doing a diamond art project and one of those glittery dots, I think I should use this in this spot. I have a friend who does that. In fact, she told me that she changed the whole entire color scheme. She's an artist though, and she's fabulous. And I'm not really an artsy person when it comes to even admiring art, but I was like, whoa, lady. And she had totally changed things around and used her extra dots in a shading type pattern, and it was like fabulous. I'm like, you just took this to the next level. So that was really cool. But anyways, that is my day today, and I think after I do my exchange, I'm gonna go ahead and take a nap and see what else the day has in store for me. So anyways, drink your water. In Tucson it is 98 outside, so I'm definitely drinking my water. Have a good day. Talk to you soon. Bye bye.